Question 13. For a class picnic, two teachers went to the same store to purchase drinks. One teacher purchased 18 juice boxes and 32 bottles of water and spent $19.92. The other teacher purchased 14 juice boxes and 26 bottles of water and spent $15.76. Write a system of equations to represent the cost of juice box J and a bottle of water W. Okay, so the key skill here is they want us to write a system of equations using their variables, J and W. So even though we like X and Y, in this case, we need to use J and W. So I like to start with the easiest point. The one teacher spent $19.92. So I'm going to write that equation with my equal sign, 1992. 18 juice boxes. 18 is going to go with the variable J. And 32 bottles of water. So 32 is going to go with our variable W. That's our first equation. Now, the second teacher spent $15.76 on 14 juice boxes, 14J, and 26W. And that's our two equations. That's 2 points. 1 point for each equation you write. So we haven't done any work yet. We just looked at the text and said, this is what's going on. And we got 2 points on the 6-point question. So next, Kara said that the juice boxes might have cost 52 cents each and that the bottles of water might have cost 33 cents each. Use your system of equations to justify that these prices are not possible. So we go straight to our TI Nspire graphing calculator. Now the first thing is we're going to add a calculator and we're going to store these variables. So we start with the value of a juice box. So 52 cents is 0.52. I don't want to spend $52 on a juice box. That would be scary. So now, Control and the VAR key for the store command, and that we're going to make the variable J. Okay, next we're going to put 0.33, 33 cents, Control the VAR key to store, and the variable is W. So now that these two commands are in, we can actually type our equations just like we see them in the calculator. So our first equation is true. Our second equation is false. Therefore, the system doesn't work. If the equation only works for one, then of course the system is not true. So by recording exactly what we put in the calculator, we're saying that the first equation, these values are true, but the second equation, they're not. And that's why we say no. But notice, my justification gets me a point. That no gets me the second point. So right now, I've earned 4 points for this question. Now, the last part says solve your system of equations to determine the actual cost in dollars of each juice box and each water bottle. The beautiful thing about this statement is it does not say algebraically. This is where menu 3-2 comes in. Menu, algebra, choice 2, solve systems of linear equations. We can put these two equations in, get our solution, and as long as we put this in this spot on the exam, we get our full 6 points. Let's go to our TI Nspire graphing calculator. So remember, these are in terms of J and W. So I'm going to use the same exact variables that I'm using in the problem. So I put my variables, then I type my equations. Now we press enter, and this is our result. I want to put all this information onto my paper to make sure I get full credit. So notice I record exactly what was in my calculator to say they gave me a result of J is 0.68. That's the first variable. And W is 0.24. That's the second variable. So I do want to state explicitly on my paper, a juice box costs 68 cents and a water bottle costs 24 cents. And that is 6 points for this question, number 13.